Yo guys, how you doing? In this video, you can expect Dying Light 2, GTX 750 Ti, games techno, FPS, little boy, family dinner, nighttime, and love. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Here are the video settings, the specs of my system, the component usage, and finally the FPS. Let's go. Hold up, just for a second, for the game's performance only. So the game runs fine, very good. Just drop in a spoiler here. If you want to leave after this, you can leave. So the game runs pretty well, rarely drops below 30, but in some areas it does. And when it does, I don't think it's a graphic card issue or a computer's issue. There's some optimizations issue because it does not happen when there are very many people in the scene. It just happens in specific scenarios, in specific places, when the game goes down to like 20-25 FPS. It's not very enjoyable, but it happens very few times, so I don't think it's a big trouble. And the second thing is that running the game on 720p lowest settings FSR, the game looks a little bit watercolorish, and I want to warn you of that. When you're using FSR on resolutions like 1440p 4K or even at 1080p, you do not get this bad of a result, of course. So you're already at a very low resolution, and when you're running the game with FSR, that's kind of an scaling method. You have to go with you have to deal with that kind of stuff, but I still would recommend this game totally 100%. If you want to leave, you can leave. Let's just get started. As always, Aiden is on a freaking rooftop. So because of some bug, I was not able to do the main quest, and that was totally intentional, by the way. I knew that there was a car there, due to some bug, I was not able to do the main quest. Whenever I tried to track the main quest, there was no marker showing up, so that I can get to the main quest. This game has quite a bit of bugs. I mean I've gone through some funny moments while doing these benchmarks and these moments. Okay, let me just shut up.
Hey, little guy. Where are your parents?
I'm not little.
Okay, sure. What are you doing here alone?
I'm on an important mission.
Oh, a mission, huh? All right, what kind of mission?
Secret mission, of course. Super secret. And I ain't telling you.
Would you tell me if I offered to help?
I don't need any help.
That's a big boy.
You gotta know, I'm fetching food for my parents. I do it all the time. No biggie.
Seems dangerous. Couldn't your parents at least come with you?
Nope. Like I said, no biggie. I can handle it. I can handle anything.
Hey, listen, you're incredibly brave, but I'd really like to help.
I suppose I could bring you on board. Heck, I could even pay you. How's that?
So now kids are hiring me. Why not? What are your orders, sir?
There's a shop on West Horizon Lane, just before you hit the chemical zone. I was loading backpacks with food when those nasties showed up and chased me out. Bring me those backpacks, and I'll give you a super weapon. My dad's weapon.
So, the mission's to get food for your parents.
Yeah, that's right. And you can deliver it to our home. We live on the edge of the chemical zone. Only place where my parents are safe.
Would be best to get the backpacks at night, when the infected aren't around.
Sure, if you say so. I don't know. But you'll do it, right?
I can't promise anything. We'll see.
Okay. Well, see you soon, hopefully.
That was something. So, as I was talking about the bugs, this game has quite a bit of bugs and glitches, so I would not exactly, recommend buying this game at this time. Of course, I wanted to, I was all hyped up, and I am a big fan of Dying Light, so I bought this one. But if you're on the verge of, whether you should buy it or not, and you're like bugged by bugs, you should not, do that right now. By the way, they're working on patches and stuff, so there's that. And then there comes the question if the game dev should, keep on delaying the release date, or should they deliver the game in a, not quite prepared state and then work it out through various patches. So that's what they're doing right now. They're like working on some bugs. I saw Steam post when I opened Steam today. So there's always that question, and I think to that question my answer is that they should, I think, delay the game. But again, it's easy for the consumers like us to say that, but not quite easy for them, because there's a whole lot of money involved, the stakeholders and all of that. So they have to manage stuff like that. But the best I can wish right now is that the game gets patched on quickly. So we're just fighting some zombies here, just nice and easy, quickly on the rooftops in the night. Infected defeated, and we have to unlock this one. That was convenient actually. Okay, another pipe. We already have a pipe in our hand. It's called a double mace. I like the look of it, We did not have this weapon in Dying Light 1. We had a simple pipe with, one face, should I say, double mace. Then the other one was single mace. I don't know. Okay, let that be whatever that was. All my weapons, yes, all my weapons were broken. So I just, got some new ones, which I already had in my library, basically. So, yup, onto the car and into the building. So this is basically the store in which we have to search for the bags that the kiddo asked us. Okay, so just using my survivor senses. Do not want any attention here, because there are quite a bit of infected in these areas, whenever you have to do these missions. As you can see right there, my boy just chilling, So, okay, excuse me, don't mind me. Just looting that stuff. Bro, these places, rather, are filled with infected. Oh jeez, now I have to jump over the counter. I was like scared to death, because there's always that fear of getting caught. I mean, of course I can fight them, it's no big deal, they're just simple zombies. But, the fear itself is quite frightening, even if the actual encounter isn't. This guy's going crazy. Okay, so far we've got one of the backpacks that Kevin left behind. Kevin, the little guy. So I was not able to kill him. Oh, okay, I suppose I were. And boom, there you go. In a silent freaking takedown, my friend. Okay, now I have to unlock this. With the lock freaking pick. And it's a hard one at that. Of course, I broke my last lockpick, and there's a zombie on my ass. Of course, what else do you want? Okay, so just crafting some lockpicks pretty quickly, and then we'll have to deal with this right here, Get up, Aiden. Man, the health is low. Okay, just the good old beheading, Okay, now we can have a try at it again. Now that the threat is neutralized, Okay, we're in. Cleaning supplies. Wow, man. Cleaning supplies. Is that what I was searching for? Is that what I did, for that? Sentence formation. It's hard. Okay, let's just move on. It never happened. That tick is something, really.
Yep, here are the backpacks.
Okay.
Time to go feed that family.
Time to feed that family. But some other family wants to feed on us now. Ouchies. This used to happen with me in the first game as well, when I failed to, remember the exits of places. And I was like screwed sometimes. So, but basically we got out, this time. It wasn't that hard, was it? Okay, now we'll have to use an immunity booster as our immunity is running out. So yeah, that was that. Now we have to go to the kid so that he can feed his parents basically, because he told us that okay, the chase has been started, level 1 chase that is. Now you can see how the chase experience is. That was a lag right there. The FPS so far have been pretty freaking good, you know. 46 average, 22 1% low and 2.1% low, and I never noticed the 2 frames per second in this video at least. But this was of course a result gathered in 2 freaking hours or at whatever playtime I was at that freaking moment, at this freaking moment. But again, you've already seen the FPS results in the beginning of this video, so there's no point in me going on and on and on about the FPS basically. So now we're getting our ass is whooped right now with the virals. Now I'm trying to deal with them, but if I try to deal with them so freaking hard, there'll be more of them. So that's something. I just threw a Molotov. Now that's some fire effects in the freaking scene. 40 frames, still strong. 32 now. Okay, the chase level has been elevated. So there are more zombies on our ass right now. Man, this like scene while it was happening was frightening AF. No kidding at all. And I was like spamming the Q button and holding it down, because in the tutorial section they told me that if I hold the Q button down, that is basically the survival sense button, they'll show me the nearest safe zone, which was not working at that moment. Again, the mission marker, the main quest marker was not even working, so I can barely complain about that, the safe zones not showing up in my map. And of course I'm not familiarized enough with the map that I can do it on myself, that I can figure out where the freaking safe zones are. So I was literally like, run boy run in the run boy run mode, So we're out of medkits even, so let's just craft him. I craft 2 of him. It's time to heal before more show up. And still the chase level is at 2. We haven't gotten rid of him basically. So again, he started punching my freaking face. Okay, again, I don't know how long, or rather I didn't know how long I could last with these zombies on my ass, but I was sure as hell trying my best. I freaking piped the howler there. So many freaking enemies, still at 40 frames per second, 36. Going strong, man, going strong. That's all I can say. And as I mentioned in the intro as well, the game does not mostly struggle when I'm using 720p low settings and FSR quality, but there are some areas which give us trouble in terms of FPS. So it's basically some fix that they need to apply, though I didn't face that in 1660, so that just might be a GPU thing. But again, it shouldn't be a GPU thing because the rest of the game is working just fine. Boom, man, there you go. A kick right there. But I cannot finish anyone right now. Cannot get my kills here, just can get some assists. We ain't getting no assists here because there's no teammates. Chase level bumped up to freaking 3. Wow. Chase level 4. Again, now volatiles, literally volatiles are on a ass. Now I can try all I want and I'm a freaking die. I knew that at that freaking moment. I was basically going in circles, man. I was like dumb as fuck at that moment because I was not able to find, the safe zones or whatever. And I was like, boom, man, you gone, man. And it's still a surprise that I lasted to get to the chase level 4. Boom. I didn't even know what killed me there, but something sure as hell did. Respawning. Descending is safer with active landing and whatever. Okay, that is a chicken. Okay. Milk, eggs, and veggies and something else.
Good seeing you.
Hey, Aiden. Okay, everyone knows me. Of course, I didn't I didn't want to go out in the night again. So just have some rest, Aiden, and then we'll be right back at it.
Do you think it's caused by the windmill?
There's nothing to be done about mildew, so why should I worry? I'm more
I was stuck in
concerned
these
about
two
my
freaking
work
people.
The one over the shed?
Okay, boom. That was weird. Awkward AF. But still, here we go. 500 meters to go. Boom. Now you're gonna see some parkour performance here. Hey, boom. Okay. Ah man, the parkour in this game actually does feel a little more, realistic. I saw in one of the episodes of Dying to Know that this one is a little more realistic, and even the value of gravity is set to 9.8 meters per second squared. I think that's the unit that is used. Science student, by the way, but still messing everything up and still doubtful at everything I say. So basically they've tried to make it more realistic when compared to the first freaking game, but still there are some things that I do not quite find as fun to do in this game as I did in the first one. But then again, sometimes you just again, if they copied the game 1-to-1, we would have called it Dying Light 1.5 and wouldn't have taken that. So yeah, everyone's man, I stuttered a lot. Everyone's preference differs, so you just might have different opinions than mine, and you might be like, the first one was bad as fuck and this one is the greatest game on the world. But I don't agree with you. So whatever, we are trying to reach that little freaking boy as we were, and now it's only 150 meters to go, parkouring our way through the map. And again, I cannot help but notice that things look a lot watercolorish. That does not make sense, but you get what I mean. The graphics do not look very good when you're on this FSR quality and you're playing at 720p. Of course, if you're going for 1440p, 1080p, things are bound to be better and bound to be looking better when you're using FSR even. But at such low resolution of 720p, when the game barely looks good at the native resolution, when you upscale it after decreasing the resolution, it's messed up. Okay, let's just talk. Let me just shut up. I had kind of had an idea that his parents will be in this form, so no surprises.
He's here! Finally! Did you get the supplies?
Let's just give him the food. I was like, I should not talk about the pair of virals because I knew.
Right. Here.
Awesome, thanks. Here, Mum. Here, Dad. Enjoy. Bye now. See you tomorrow.
Man, the kid is so adorable.
I'll be back to feed you again. And here you go. This is the super weapon. My dad won't be needing it anymore. Thanks again. My parents are also grateful, as you can see.
Oh man, I mean, wow. That was something. And one thing this game has not been praised for is the facial expressions. You saw that boy's expressions, they were sad, bro. They were really something. And I like these emotional quests, but sometimes they feel a little underwhelming. This one did not. So that was that. So we're gonna equip his dad's weapon and go with it. What a freaking story, by the way. This is just a freaking side quest. Sometimes they're called, the side quests, that is. Let's just kick some zombie ass with it, and we'll be done with the video.